Hello, everybody, and happy holidays. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome, officially, the second annual Frost Games, hosted by myself. Now, these games are going to be a little bit different than what you're usually accustomed to with the first Frost Games. The first Frost Games was more like a Hunger Games, lasted about 3 days. Pretty short. I believe we had like 10 to 15 people. I don't remember the exact amount. Well, this one's a lot bigger and it's a lot larger scale. It in total has taken me about, I think, a month and a half to set up, getting all the games together, all the tournaments, all the maps set, and which is why I'm here. I'm here to explain and also hopefully inspire some of you to join the Frost. So, a constant issue that I've had is a lack of players that actually want to participate in the games. And with these games being a little bit different, it's been a little bit harder to find people who want to participate. In total, I am looking for an additional 8 or 9 teams of 2 people. At the moment, I believe I have 2 full teams, and I'm looking to get either 10 to 12 for these initial games. With that being said, I know most of you who aren't participating might be interested, and so let me explain to you what the games are. So for the second annual Frost Games, I have devised, I think, a total of 40 to 50 different games for you to choose from, which with 3 separate categories: the combat category, the experience category, and the knowledge category, each one relating to the game in a separate way. Before I get into that, however, I want to just start off by telling you the dates and the times of the game. For those who don't want to participate but still want to watch and spectate, these are the times to do it. The opening ceremony will consist and begin on January 9th of next year, of 2026. You'll be able to see all the contestants and their little testimonials, which I'll combine into one long live stream. Root for your home team, or root for your friends, your family, etc. Officially, the first game will commence at a designated time, January 10th, 2026. That will begin the initial game period. So the game period should run from the initial game period, my apologies, should run from January 10th to, I believe, January 13th. January 14th will be a day off. Just regroup, recalibrate, get centered, and it will also carry into the lead into the bracket system. So the bracket system will devise where you're at per game. Every day, there will be a total of 3 games taking place, rotating each day for each category. Day 1, I have the combat one set. Day 2, the knowledge, and day 3, the experience. And depending on how well you do in those games, will put you higher and higher upon that bracket until we reach the golden ticket rounds. So the golden ticket rounds will be decided on January 14th during the game day break. There will be no games, there will be no prime time, which I'll get into later. And basically, it'll just be a time for teams to reflect, to get ready. Because if you've made it to the top of your league in your category, you will be elected to proceed onto the golden ticket rounds. Now, the golden ticket rounds will decide the 2 teams who will go head to head in the championship round. Basically, it's just like the initial games, except these are the best of the best competing. So that should run from January 15th to January 17th. The night of January 17th, we will decide our 2 teams to move on to the championship round. Then January 18th through January 19th will be the championship round, where we will crown our team victors, my apologies. And then on January 20th will be our closing ceremony, where all teams will come together and celebrate not only the champions, but themselves for participating and fighting in the games. I mentioned a little bit earlier how there will be a primetime segment. Me and a co-host, not yet decided, the night of every single game, we'll go live and give our testimonial and our reaction to the games, while also providing some updates and some simplifications if you don't want to watch the entire stream. The games will be streamed live. Like I said, there will be 3 games a day. They will be streamed live, and you're more than welcome to watch. They will run a little bit long though, so I know some people get kind of frustrated with that, which is why I came up with the idea of prime time. The prime time will be about 15 to 20 minutes long, and it will cover all 3 of those games per day. Except on the 14th, what I talked about is a break day. Since there will be no games, there will be no prime time. However, I will post the current bracket system for going into the golden ticket rounds. So, per category, there will be different games. For example, let's start off with a combat game. So in the combat category, there is PvP, of course. Standard, hit-based PvP. Now, let's say 4 teams want to participate in these games. 1v1, 2v2 style, for example. So, once at the end of that, there will go, like I said, the bracket system. So one team will be placed 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. And 1st will move onto the bracket, move up through the bracket. Now, every time, or where you place at the end of that, you will receive a trophy made by yours truly. That will be sent to you. Well, unfortunately, 4th place gets nothing. They get a good old pat on the back, good luck next time type deal. 3rd place will receive the Copper Trophy. It's a trophy designed by me, replicating the category that you're in. So for combat, it will be the dual swords, painted the color copper, with the base being a red base, because that's the category color. 2nd place will receive the amethyst color, like I said, just like the copper, red base. And in 1st place will be the marble trophy. It has a white touch to it with a little bit of gray streamers to represent that marble color with the red base to it. Same goes for the experience and the knowledge one, with the categories basing off of, with the bases based off the category color. Going into the golden ticket round, you will also be receiving a trophy per game you participate in, depending on where you place. So the more games you play, the more trophies you could receive. Going into the golden ticket round, for getting to the golden ticket round, you will also receive the golden ticket trophy. Now, where you place, you will either get the golden ticket trophy for that category, or you will receive the champion golden ticket trophy, which might be renamed, but that's how it is currently. And that one will also come with a little note saying, congratulations, you've moved on to the championship round. At the championship round, the golden ticket round, I should also say, has a custom design just for that one. The golden ticket round is basically like the championship round is basically like the golden ticket round, where you and your team will, of course, fight for the championship. 1st place will receive not only the prize money, but also the category painted gold. So whatever category is your primary, let's say again the cross swords, you will receive a trophy, the 2 of you, painted gold completely, as well as the prize money, but of course. 2nd place will receive the marble tone to it, with a good old, congratulations with $50 split. And of course, 3rd place will receive the 15 split, with most likely either the amethyst or the copper trophy. Their choice. They get to choose that one. Going into the participants, and an example of some games you might be playing as well. So each team is required to have a team of 2 players. They're also supposed to design a specific banner or team flag with a specific color or design of their choice. Each team is required to pick 3 games minimum and a max of 5 to participate in. And there must be at least 2 separate categories. For example, you could choose either combat or experience, or knowledge or experience, or knowledge and combat, you know, a combination of the two. Or you can opt to pick one from each category. So you can do combat experience and knowledge and try to receive a trophy in either one of those. Like I said, there's different games for each category. What specifically needs to be done for each person is they need to come up with their own team uniform. For example, for those who watch sports like football, soccer for Americans, or American football, they have individual jersey colors or uniform colors. Those must be present for each game and specifically designed for each game. For example, like a football soccer match, you have the primary color shirt and different color shorts. And then for American football, you have the jersey, of course, and then the different colored pants slash fabric that they use, elastic, whichever. For example, like if I were designing the Arctic Empire's football jersey, it would be primarily blue with yellow shorts and a dark blue trim to them type deal. As well as each team must come up with a either a country name or a team name. The one I would like to use is the one of my favorites, of course, but I can't be biased, but one of my personal favorites, Death Duo, designed and invented by Andrew Pizza 81 and Scotty Two Wise. They're primarily, I believe, going to be a knowledge category. Yeah, so just something unique, something unique to you or your friend. Primarily would be the best. Well, with all that being said, if you have any additional information or you are interested, please send me a message, DM me in Discord, send something over Instagram, or leave a comment in the YouTube selection. Just find a way to message me, and I will explain everything in better detail, more detail than this simple short video. I really appreciate all of you. I really appreciate everyone that has dedicated the time to this. I hope to make this fun. Like I said, this is gonna be a lot better than the first Frost games. This time it's closer to like an Olympic type event. And it's right after the holidays too, you know. Still getting used to the brand new year, 2026. That's gonna be like a 10-day, 11-day event. I hope you all have fun. Stay safe, happy holidays, and like I said again, please let me know if you want to participate, and if you don't, you're more than welcome to spectate. I appreciate all of you. Happy holidays. Goodbye.